In this episode, Anne asks, what's the biggest waste of a content marketing budget? Making content that has no point, right? Making content that isn't aligned with your strategy, making content that has no value. Right? I think probably of all of them, that's the worst, is making content that has no value. Making content that is entirely self-serving, making content that is pointless. Right? If you make content that at least serves the audience, it's entertaining or it's educational or it is engaging, at least you're providing value to the audience. It might not be aligned with your marketing strategy, but at the very least, you are attracting and retaining an audience that you can then work with at a later date. On the other hand, if you are making content that is entirely self-serving, that provides no value to the audience whatsoever, then it's a waste, right? Audiences will not engage with it. They will not share it. They will not talk about it. You will not be remarkable in the sense of someone worth making remarks about you unless they're derogatory. So wasting content marketing budget is pretty easy when you are so self-centered and selfish that to you, the audience is just a crop to be harvested instead of a partnership. The best use of content marketing budget is when your intentions and your goals are also aligned with your audience's intentions and goals. When you can get what you want while simultaneously making the world a better place, while simultaneously being able to deliver just as much, maybe more value to your audience than they are giving to you, right? That is the ultimate virtuous circle where everything that you do provides value to the audience in such a disparate way, such a disproportionate way that your audience loves you, that your audience can't wait for more from you, that they keep asking you for more stuff, more content. And yet, that content is also filling your sales pipeline, filling your marketing funnel, doing all those things that you as a marketer want to do to achieve your goals. How do you do that? You got to figure out what you and your audience both want and a solution that can either deliver both at the same time or create a chain reaction in which you getting what you want gives the audience what they want, or vice versa. You giving the audience what they want gives you what you want. It's pretty straightforward in some instances. Let's look at a very quick example, right? You write a blog post that is all about the audience. Here's how to solve this problem. Right? We're just giving away the knowledge. We're giving away the secret. Here's how you solve a problem. And the audience is like, thank you. So I've been looking for this answer forever. And what happens? They link to it. They share it on social media. They text it to a friend. And this thing takes off like crazy because the value that you give in your content is so high that people can't help but want to share it. You know, a really good, concrete example, the game Wordle, right? Which was invented by Josh Wardle, sold to the New York Times for 7 figures. It provides a lot of value, right? It's just difficult enough to be challenging, but just easy enough that you can knock it out, in a few minutes a day. It's the ultimate little casual game. And when he started it, it was actually made for his spouse, just to give her something to do. And he had no commercial intent. He had no intent to sell it to the New York Times. He had no idea he'd be making fairly large amount of money on it. He just wanted to create something for someone else out of care for them. And he released it to the world, and the world really liked it. So ask yourself this. What are your motivations when you create content? Right? Who are you creating content for? If you are creating content to try to get marketing qualified leads for your sales team, you are creating content for you. You are not creating content for your audience, right? If you are creating content for your audience and you don't care whether or not you get a single lead out of it, chances are, as long as it's good, as long as it's worth consuming and has value, it's going to give you marketing qualified leads to fill your funnel, right? Because people will want what you have to offer them. So that's how to waste or not waste your content marketing budget. It all comes back to how self-centered your content is versus how audience-centered it is. Who's getting more value? The answer should always be the audience is getting more value than you are. You can both get value, but the audience should be getting more value than you are. That's how you create sustainable, good content marketing. Good question. Thanks for asking. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.